Hi guys, it's Rosie Rose here today with another DIY, and to let you know, this DIY is gonna be like the wobbliest and very hard to work with because I'm only gonna be doing 2 layers, which is just the first layer and then all the designing on top, and that's it. Normally I would do 3 layers, but this time I decided to do 2 and see how it worked out. To let you know, we have a theme which will be Pokemon, a Pacific Pokemon actually, and to let you know that the first DIY I did for a video actually turned out well. I'm going to show you some pictures of the first DIY I put on YouTube, and a lot of you guys really liked it. I saw a few comments come through from I think 2 people. Yeah, like 2 people commenting. Oh my god, now I'm having a tongue twister. Whatever. Anyways, commented on the video and saying that they really liked it, and I heard a few from other people saying that they really liked it. So, drum roll please for Evee. Evee is the Pokemon we're going to be doing today, and forgive me for all those people who like Pokemon or don't like Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a really bad looking Evee with the painting of it. I probably have to do more than 1 layer, or I might just, not really 1 layer, I meant like probably more than like 1 hot gluing area, more than like when I did the unicorn horn, because I had a couple of mistakes. But here are the materials you will need. Just to let you know that I'm gonna swap some out. Just to let you know, like, I'm not really gonna keep a lot of the materials I just showed you for the paint example. I'm obviously going to change that. Now, first of all, you need a hot glue gun. Hot glue gun is mostly what you'll need the most. Okay, and then you mostly need black paint and white paint. And those are mainly like the 2 colors you will need. The rest you can basically swap out with a different one if you're not satisfied with that. You need 3 paintbrushes to use, some glue sticks for your hot glue, which is probably one of the main things you'll need for your hot glue gun, and you will need the waxing paper, which is also known as parchment paper, baking parchment paper, and you'll need another parchment paper to put the paint on, to put the paint on and then get the paint on to the paintbrushes. So yeah, now let's get straight on to showing you what we're gonna do with Evee. First off, I drew Evee here. I had to look her up online, look up videos online. Sorry if I meant it wrong. I had to look up some videos online how to draw her, because I'm not really a Pokemon fan, so I had to figure out what to do, and also I had to use parchment paper. So I'm gonna show you people what kind of parchment paper you need, which I'm showing the brand. But for the Evee drawing, I had to look up some videos to see exactly how Evee look like. Now I'm gonna start putting on the hot glue gun, on the hot glue onto it, and yeah, you'll probably see a lot of parts where it's black, like pitch black for a couple of seconds, because I'm trying to reload it and stuff with like hot glue. Another thing for Evee, I'm not really a Pokemon fan. If you didn't know, I'm not really a Pokemon fan, but I want to do Pokemon, see how this turns out for the first time. And I'm not really a Pokemon fan, so I had to look up how Evee look like just some videos, and be like, I'm gonna look and see. Now, we're gonna get on to painting her. Also, just to let you know, I forgot to mention that you might need a sponge for her. You might need a sponge. I prefer to use sponges sometimes. I don't use them for every single thing, but I do use them for a lot of stuff sometimes. So if you want to, you can use a sponge. Now, to get working with the paint, you'll probably see me doing some paint stuff, like it being pitch black for a couple of seconds. So yeah, forgive me on that. It's just, yeah. And then it turned out horrible trying to do the colors, so I had to redo my batch all over again. As you can see, you'll probably see me mixing colors in the video. You'll probably see me mixing colors, and then it's going to turn out bad. because first of all, I mixed the wrong colors together and didn't get the color brand I needed for Evee's skin tone, because I had to look up exactly what Evee looked like. And I also had to look up some videos on how to draw her too, so that's how I got a drawing of her on the parchment paper. But yeah, it was a really bad combination on what I did for the paint. So you're probably thinking, why was I using that paint color, like those pink skin colors? And you're probably thinking that it wasn't really a good idea. Well, you're right. I had to redo my paint again. And then once I painted it on Evee, I just did not feel satisfied. So I made a couple of changes, and it's just not really right. I didn't really feel comfortable doing those changes on her, because I mean, it just didn't look like the real Pokemon that I wanted it to look like. But it turned out good in the end. I really liked the way I did her eyes. They were like super cute. I also liked everything else about her. But yeah, I really like her on the drawing I did. So yeah. But to be fair, there's a lot of things going on with the white, with like blocking it off and things like that. And just when you mix colors, make sure you know exactly that you have the right colors. I wasn't sure what colors I was using, because to me it looked like the perfect colors for Evee, but then when I mixed them together to get the color brand I wanted, it didn't turn out well. So that's why I was like, you know what, I don't want to use this colors anymore. I'm just gonna come up with a new color brand scheme. So you're probably thinking, why did you waste so much paint? I know I'm not that person who really wants to waste paint, but I had to, because I had to redo this color scheme again, and I didn't want it to look really bad. And when I mixed it, it looked like a peachish like color, but then it was like way too light. And I don't want a really light color. I want like a darkish, lightish color. And I just didn't understand why. Anyways, let's just continue on with what I did. The mixing skin color just didn't turn out well, and I just felt like it was bad. So I just continued mixing on different colors to see if it would turn out well. And my theory did not go as well as I thought. So I end up picking a different color scheme, which you will see in a couple of minutes. And then I also tested it out a little bit on Evee, and then yeah, I was like, yeah. And then I decided to put on some paint onto Evee. As you can see, the black kind of didn't really go well with where her tail was. And I was just like, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to do. It just didn't turn out so well as I thought. I also had to put some hot glue on some places, because it was huge holes everywhere, almost all over Evee whenever I tried to paint her, and it was showing more because the hot glue wasn't really blending into the parchment paper. Then I got fed up with trying to put in the lines and it getting covered up by paint, and decided to use puffy paint, which yeah. And then it turned out very bad. The puffy paint was so liquidy and just not good, and I had to add some more hot glue onto Evee because she was like missing some spots on her. I decided to add some white on the end of her tail and put in some white stuff, but like when I tried to paint in the black, when I tried to paint on the puffy paint, it kind of felt weird because my paintbrush would get black, like bits of black on it, and I just didn't really like it because the puffy paint wasn't really finished yet. Then I began to like put on some yellow spongy color on it, and then it turned out bad. Covered up parts of the eye, so I had to repaint the eye again, which was very frustrating after I had worked so hard on her eyes. And then I had to add in some orange and yellow, like orange and blackish color for her eyes on the top to make it a little bit more beautiful. Now it's time to take her off, so I'm starting to take her off. And she looks cute. She looks so adorable. I like the way I did her a little bit of painting, but I just wasn't really satisfied with some of the colors I used for her. If you really like this video, please leave a like and subscribe.